Muscatine's a unique community. It's a great place to raise a family. We're close to Iowa City, but we're right on the Mississippi. It's a small town, Iowa, so everybody's nice, everybody's friendly. It's a tight-knit community. Carver Hawkeye Arena, where the Hawkeyes play, is named after Roy Carver. And Roy Carver made his fortune in Muscatine. The other thing that people will remember about Muscatine is Mark Twain once worked here for our local newspaper, and his famous quote was, "The best sunsets he'd ever seen were in Muscatine, Iowa."
I started going to the Y probably when I was in 3rd grade. Brett Olson is a friend of my dad. They played high school basketball together, so that was always a place where I liked to go to shoot. I think that's really where I grew the love for the game, was just time in the gym by myself.
He didn't waste any time when he was here. It was all planned out and mapped out, and it was just to be the best that he could be. It was impressive to watch.
Throughout the school day, I would write in my notes my shooting workout for what I was going to do when I got there. That way, when I was there, I was efficient.
Joe's very methodical in what he does. There was one time in 2nd or 3rd grade that he erased an entire math paper because it didn't look the way he wanted it to look, even though the answers were correct.
I always started off with ball handling, stretching, and I went straight into form shooting. Did 10 form shots right from the beginning, some one-handed shots as well. Just get the feel of the ball going in the hoop before you extend it out. And that's something that I've stuck with. I never just go in the gym and start shooting threes.
For him to have organization to his workout is kind of how he operates. It's comfortable for him. It's what he knows.
The interesting thing about the first time I saw Joe play, I was actually with my son Patrick. They were teammates. Joe was one of those guys that right away was probably the best player on that team. I watched him in his 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade years, and you could see it coming.
When Joe was a freshman in high school, his family went to Chicago. They got away for a couple days for Christmas break, and he wasn't able to shoot for 2 days. They got back Christmas Eve, and Steve called me up and said, "Hey, Joe really needs to shoot baskets." So Christmas Day, I always come over here because I've got a key, and we came over and I rebounded for him for an hour and a half.
He averaged about 20 a game as a freshman, which is obviously rare. I don't care where you go, what school you play for. That says a lot about who you are. And we just decided, you know what, it's time to say, hey, we want you to be a Hawk.
When I was offered by Coach, it was pretty much a no-brainer for me to come here.
Joe was named the Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year as a junior and as a senior. Now with that, you get a $1,000 check each year, and both years he donated that to the YMCA.
It's pretty impressive for a young guy, and it says a lot about him. It says a lot about his family, because he's given back to the community that helped him achieve what he has. Watching what Joe's doing this year is pretty special. Wanted to wear the black and gold. Didn't want to go anywhere else. And there's an appreciation, I think, on behalf of our fan base in the state of Iowa. Here's a young guy. We watched him grow up. We watched him score more points than anybody else. Committed to Iowa as a young player. And we're excited to watch him. We're excited to cheer for him and watch him do the same things for us that he did for Muscatine High School.
From Muscatine, Joe Wieskamp.
I think for me, it was the first time he was introduced in the starting lineup at Iowa. Almost right away, I knew he belonged. As a dad, it was an exciting moment. It was a proud moment.
Before every game, Luca Garza, when we're shaking hands, always says, "Be confident in yourself." Hearing that from him before each game gives me a lot of confidence going out there. And then he just tells me to be aggressive.
That's a deep three. Wieskamp got it!
That sometimes when you're a freshman, I think you kind of shy away to the older players. That you let them get the shots.
Now Wieskamp accelerating to the rim.
I would say the Northwestern game was probably the game where I think he put it all together, where he finally just said it's okay to take charge.
What a drive. Wieskamp to the rim.
To be the leader.
Wieskamp with the three. Wieskamp does it again.
Nothing rattles him. The expression on his face that you see is the way he is most of the time.
His demeanor does not change. I love the way this guy approaches his business.
And then on top of which, his skill set is really complete. He can dribble, pass, and shoot. He can rebound and defend.
Wieskamp throws it down.
When you put all of that together, you got something special.
Michigan State made a statement tonight.
Obviously, the game against Michigan State at their place wasn't a lot of fun for us. We struggled offensively and defensively. They're obviously a very strong team, but we know their personnel now. We've seen them once. We know what they like to do, and so we just got to watch the film from that and see where we can improve.
The Hawks and the Spartans, two top 20 teams. You know it's going to be a physical knockdown, drag out every time you play Michigan State.
1, 2, 3.
McCaffery, guarded by Winston. Into the corner, Wieskamp. Here's a rainbow three. Rims and goes in. That baby took 2 laps around the track and fell through. Garza left of the lane. Double move, piles into the lane, shot up again, and counted.
Such good footwork for Luka Garza.
Bear for the tie. Deep three by Mr. Clutch. And Joe Wieskamp with those long arms, that 7-foot reach. Biggest lead of the night for Iowa.
Let's go, Hawks!
20 to shoot this time. Winston for 3, good. My, how they can strike lightning quick. Winston hits another 3. Iowa's lead has been sliced to 2 from 8. Back to Henry. Shot fake, drives inside, layup good. What a move. Michigan State, pick your poison. 3-point shooting or drive it to the basket.
Somebody find a shot here.
Cook to Wieskamp. He'll let fly from 3.
God bless it, Joseph.
Ahead to Winston. Here comes Henry running. Well, you got to tip your headset to the Spartans, Bobby. They came in here and just mauled the Hawkeyes in the second half.
All right, gang.
Get in there, fellas. Get in there.
All right, gang. Yeah. Guys, that's a hell of a win on the road, and that's a very, very good offensive team. Let's get on that bus and get home. Get to the crib. Get to the crib quick, guys.
You look good. Good job.
Tough game, man. That's a good team now.
You're shooting all right.
Stuck with him first half. It's all right. Get it next time.